CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Calling CQ. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. Okay, I heard a faint station, Delta Juliet 2, Foxtrot, and you're maybe QRP, is that correct? Okay, Ferdinand. I have your name only because of Q1Z. I'm not hearing you very well at all. The band is not in great shape today. I'm copying you probably 3 by 1 at the moment. I haven't got my report from you, but you're 3 by 1. So please try slowly with the signal report. I know you are QRP, and maybe you are listening to me slightly better. But you're 3 by 1 here, over. Okay, Ferdinand, if you copy, I think you put it back to me. I didn't copy my report. I copied that you're using a 703 and a loop antenna, but I did not get my signal report. So please, Ferdinand, please try again with my signal report, over. Ferdinand, if you copy, sir, please try again with my signal report, over. Okay, I'm sorry, it's just too hard. I don't hear anything at the moment with you, Ferdinand. I do apologize, that's a negative copy, but do try again if the conditions improve. I do apologize. Take care, stay safe, 73s. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ.
MM5, Alpha, Japan, November, struck mobile. This is Delta Mike, number 7, Kilo Whiskey, calling you. Do you copy, over?
Yes, QSL. Finally, a very strong signal, Joe. 5 and 9 plus. The band is not in great shape today. The handle here is Duncan and located here about 20 miles north of Aberdeen. How copy, over?
Yeah, good copy, Duncan near Aberdeen. Very fine, and thanks for letting me in, and a very good afternoon to you, Duncan. The name here is Joe. Joe is the name, and the location is right here between Hanover and Frankfurt, here in the countryside, around 120 kilometers north of Frankfurt, Maine. Duncan, and you're 5 and 7 to 8, 57 to 8, Duncan. MM5AJN mobile, DM7KW.
Yeah, okay, QSL, Joe. Well, thank you very much indeed for the 5 and 7 report. And the band is, I have not heard it this bad for such a long time, and I really thought after looking at the figures that the conditions would be brilliant today. And it's so poor. I was on 20, 17, well, actually started 17 and worked my way up, down, 20 and then 40, and only now getting some activity here in 40 meters. So great to work you, Joe. I'm actually trying a bit of live streaming, and I think I'm live at the moment on YouTube, but it keeps cutting out, so I'm trying different settings. I've not had much success due to the mobile connection being quite slow. But anyway, put it back to you. Delta Mike 7, Kilo Whiskey, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Putting it back to you, Joe, over.
Roger, Duncan. Yeah, thanks for the infos. And yeah, you're right, I agree that the band is really not in the best shape, so it's very poor. I started working on 40 in the morning, and the band was absolutely poor. High noise. My noise level was on F7, so extremely high noise, but no signals in the before noon, and now I think I have the feeling that the band is better now. A bit better. Maybe it will be better in maybe in an hour or so. But let's see what's going on, Duncan. You are strong in your last over. You're peaking S9. So then you drop down again to S5, S6. But now I think you're on around S7, S8. So that's fine, Duncan. And I wonder what what your power and your antenna is, Duncan. Please tell me that in the next over. I'm running here an FT1000 MP. Driving linear, TR922 by Kenwood, and pushing around 600 watts into a inverted V dipole at around 13 meters above ground. So that's my main choice here there, Duncan. Back to you, MM5AJN mobile, DM7KW.
QSL, well, it's working certainly very well. You're definitely the strongest signal I have heard today by far. And let's hope it does improve later on today. You never know, maybe some long skip. I have noticed this, that if the band is quiet, you do get the, the longer skip at times. But I've been calling on 17 meters probably for about half an hour and not a soul. And normally I would hear lots of Russians and Ukraine maybe coming through really strong, but nothing. But the working conditions aside, Joe, we're running a Kenwood TS 480 sat. We're running 100 watts, and the antenna for 40 meters is the Diamond Monoband HF40FX, and that's a quarter wave bottom coiled loading antenna. Over. Over, Joe.
Yeah, Duncan, sorry, you dropped down in the rest of your, I missed the rest of your transmission. The quarter wave vertical. What's the length of your antenna? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's actually very short. It's 1.2 meters tall. It's the Diamond HF40FX. It's a quarter wave, but it works really well. I do like it. But I'm going to change it for the Diamond center-loaded version once I get it ordered. Over.
Roger. Yeah, Roger, Duncan. Understand. Yeah, the Diamond HF40, I think, 1 meter and 20. Yeah, that's nice. And for this short antenna, you are very, very good. Because when I compare your signal to the others here on 40 meters, before I came to this frequency, I was tuning around, and all the signals are low. So when I compare to the other stations, you are strong, Duncan. Fine. So thank you for letting me in. I always prefer, when I call in CQ, I always prefer to go in contact to QRP and mobiles. That's my way, and I really appreciate to talk to you, Duncan, and I hope we do it again very soon. So if you hear me, give me another call. Give me a call, Duncan. That would be great. So all the best, and you stay safe, drive carefully, and my best regards to the family, Duncan. See you later. MM5AJN mobile, DM7KW73.
Okay, thank you very much indeed, Joe, for the lovely contact, and absolute pleasure. And yes, it's always great to make new friends on the radio. Since lockdown, I've been on probably HF a little bit more than usual, and I normally chat to several regulars on 17 meters, different times of the day, and it's fantastic. But thank you very much indeed, and enjoy the rest of the day, and let's hope, fingers crossed, that the band improves. Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, now signing with Delta Mike 7 Kilo Whiskey. Thank you, Joe.
73, Duncan.
CQ, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile. Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile. Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile. Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile. Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. CQ, CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. CQ, CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. And Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. Yeah, got you there, Peter. Thank you for the 5 and 8. You're 5 and 6, 56, over. 5 and 6, thank you. No problem, Peter. I take it you're in the house, over? Are you hearing anything today? Is it very quiet with you, over? I'm sat down at the television. I watch the television from 12:30 onward. I'm watching the television and totally I'm not left on at the moment. So I'm going back into the kitchen, over. All right, no problem, Peter. Okay, well, thanks for that. It became clearer there, and you are certainly sounding a lot stronger. 73 is Peter. Take care. Bye-bye. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. And Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ.
Oscar, November 3, Romeo, Mike, Bravo.
Okay, I hear Oscar, November 3, Radio, Mike, Bravo. Would that be Christoph, over?
Roger, Duncan. Roger, you're 5 and 3, 53 at the moment, Duncan. QSL?
Yes, QSL, 5 and 3. Thank you very much indeed. You're 5 and 7. You're definitely stronger here with a 5 and 7, but the band is not in great shape, over?
No, not at all, Duncan. I'm just looking at your QRZ.com page, and I see the first picture of your car, which could be straight out of a magazine, Duncan. It's beautiful, over.
QSL, well, thank you very much indeed, Crystal, for that compliment. I am actually a professional photographer by trade, so that's a big compliment for me, Christoph. That was taken about 8 months ago in a very special expedition in Scotland. But nice to hear you, Christoph. For your information, if you're on the computer, I believe I've been experimenting with live streaming, and I think I am live streaming at the moment. It has been cutting out, but if you want to listen to your contact with me, it should be live at the moment, or you can listen to it later, over.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Is it on YouTube, Duncan? Is it on YouTube, over?
Yes, QSL, if you Google my call sign and YouTube together, you should be, I think if you click on the icon with the picture of the car, I think it maybe comes up, shows a live stream. Not quite sure how it shows it on the PC, but it should show up, and according to my phone, it's still showing as a live stream. I've been having problems with it cutting out because I'm using the mobile internet, so of course it's not as good as the home internet, over.
Oh yeah, no problem, Duncan. Yeah, I will look into it. I'm on the QRZ.com page, and I see a few links to YouTube, so I will figure it out, Duncan. no problem. Yeah, I also did some car photography myself in the past. I went many times to the Nürburgring in Germany. I don't know if you know about that. It's a racetrack, a very long racetrack, about 25 kilometers long. And I did a lot of car photography there in the past, and that's why I said it's a beautiful picture on your QRZ.com page. Even the background, it's a little bit haunting. Yeah, it's very nice, Duncan. Thank you very much for the contact. I will surely give YouTube a look, and then I can hear myself talking there. Duncan, thank you very much. Keep it safe, and I hope to catch you again on the frequency soon. Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November stroke portable. Mobile from Oscar Norway 3, Radio Mike Bravo.
Okay, QSL Crystal. Well, thank you very much indeed. And yes, I know the racetrack. My son has been over to Germany twice to take his car on the track, different cars, and he survived, which is quite remarkable. And some great photographs people have taken that he's been allowed to use, and I fully appreciate it's a great location for taking photographs. I started off in music, live music and festivals, and then I was the photographer for Mercedes here in Scotland, and I did a few years of weddings, but I haven't done so much recently because with all the COVID, etc., and everyone's a photographer. But yeah, I don't know if I will carry on with it, but I do love taking a good photograph. And if you Google my name on Google, you will see lots of pictures that I've taken that have been online. Anyway, thank you very much indeed, Christoph. Absolute pleasure, sir. And great to have at least some activity on the radio, because the band is not in great shape at all. Take care, stay safe. Oscar November 3, Radio Mike Bravo, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, wishing you 73s.
Thank you, Duncan. Beautiful contact. 5 and 6, which are last over. 5 and 6, my friend. Thank you very much, 73s. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Crystal, 73s. Bye-bye. QLZCQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. The CQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. The CQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. The CQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. The CQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. The CQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. The CQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ.
2 Echo 0 Juliet Sierra X-ray.
Okay, 2, I've got you, there's 3, how could I miss that? 2 Echo 0 Juliet Sierra X-ray, is that correct?
Good copy. Roger, I am in UK Southwest. You are a week, so probably about 4 to 5
Okay, QSL the 4x5, James. I'm hearing you better. I'm hearing you with a 5 and 7 at this end. 5 and 7 this end. The name is Duncan, and I'm approximately 20 kilometers north of Aberdeen. Over. Over, James. 2 Echo 0, Juliet Sierra X-ray. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet November Mobile. There must be some deep QSB today, over. Okay, 2 Echo 0, Juliet Sierra X-ray. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet November Mobile. Do you still copy, James? Okay, James, I've lost you as well in the QSB, but I did hear you saying you were struggling. So, James, I will make this my final, sir. Thank you for trying. The band is not in great shape today. Take care, stay safe. If you copy, 2 Echo 0, Juliet Sierra X-ray, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet November Mobile, wishing you 73s. Bye-bye.
Mike 0 Kilo Papa Delta Mobile.
Oh, Mike 0 Kilo Papa Delta. Nice to hear you, Rob. It's the band is in pretty poor shape today, over.
Okay, very good, Duncan. Quite a light copy with you at the moment, and you come up to about a 5.7, then you drop down with QSB to almost unreadable, so I hope you can hear me. I'm at my work GTH in the car park on my lunch break. Just a few minutes, quick report for you. Yeah, briefly you're coming through okay. I hope all is well. And good to hear you actually on the frequency, over.
Yeah, QSL, thank you, Rob. You're a stomping signal. You're 5.9 plus, so maybe you've got that linear going in the back, over.
Okay, very good. Well, thanks, Duncan. I'm actually facing west, and I've got a building behind me blocking the view, so I'm surprised you can hear me at all. The noise is about S5 here, so as I say, you drop into it. But the conditions this morning, absolutely terrible. And I see every time we've had a contact, it's 5.9 for me and 5.7 for you. So even though it's bad conditions, you're still getting through okay. Good to hear. I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to go over to 20 metres for a local net here. But have a good afternoon. Enjoy the DX. And really good news on Kevin. I'm so pleased for him. Right up there now with his linear. And let's hope that Stuart can get in there as well this week. That'll be great news for the group. And really good news for the guys there as well, Duncan. So very nice to hear you, mate. Have a good one. First 73 and stay safe up there, okay?
Yeah, QSL. Thank you very much indeed, Rob, for calling in. I am actually attempting a live stream, but I don't know how consistent it's being. It says I'm live, but it's been dropping out quite a bit because it's a mobile internet. But you never know. You might get to hear this contact later on when it uploads. Thank you for calling in, Rob. Much appreciated. Take care. Stay safe. Enjoy work. 73s, mate.
Okay, mate. My pleasure. Have a good one. Lost you a bit towards the end, but always good fun, mobile to mobile. Always a pleasure, mate. Have a good one. 73.
Thank you, Rob. 73s. Bye-bye. QLZCQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. The CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. The CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. Okay, who's the mobile station?
Papa Echo 1, Whiskey, Victoria, Delta, ready for motorhome, over.
Okay, Papa Echo 1, Whiskey, Victor, Delta. Nice to hear you, Wim. And I believe you're mobile. You're about a 5 and 7 at the moment, but there is some rapid QSB on the frequency, over. Okay, I heard there that you forgot to switch on the linear in your QRP. Well, I'll tell you, you're doing all right if you're QRP at the moment. I'll wait for my report the next transmission. And you're 5 and 7 with some deep QSB, but at the best, you're 5 and 7. So hopefully that'll give you time to get the linear on. How copy, over?
Yeah, okay, this would help, I think. I know about 160 watts. I hope this helps a little bit, but I didn't catch your name. My name is Wim Biskin, your mic, over. Yes,
QSL, Wim, that made a big difference. You're 5'9 now, 59. And the handle here is Duncan, and I'm mobile, static mobile at the moment, approximately 20 kilometers north of Aberdeen, over.
Yeah, okay, 20 kilometers north of Aberdeen. I'm about 10-15 kilometers west of Nijmegen, which is in the east part of the Netherlands, somewhere in the middle, but then all close to the German border. Anyway, right now I'm using a 2-meter magnetic loop outside my motorhome. It's 2-meter diameters, and I can tune it from the 80 to the 20-meter band, to the 40-meter band. And if I shrink the coax cable, because it uses coax as a radiator, I can also work the higher bands. But now currently with this one, I can do the 80 and the 40 meters. Over.
Yeah, QSL, very good, Wim. Well, I'm actually trying a live stream at the moment. So if you go on YouTube, Google the call sign, you should actually be able to hear your audio and the difference in signal. Can I get a signal report, Wim, while you're hearing me, over?
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't have any internet connection here right now, not at least currently activated anyway, so I can't even check with the call signs, but anyway, I will do that a little later. I just arrived about 1.5 hours ago, put up the antenna, and I was surprised that it works on 20 watts, to be honest, but it's funny, conditions are a little strange, so not many stations on the band, but they seem to hear me, over.
Yeah, QSL, no problem at all, Wim. Yeah, the band is not in great shape, it's incredibly poor. But what's my report, Wim? I missed the report, over.
You're here 5 by 7, Duncan, 5 by 7, over.
Okay, QSL, the 5 and 7. And just a matter of interest, what's the make of your loop? Is it a homemade loop or is it a commercial loop, over?
No, it's homemade. If you look on my QRZ.com page and look at the bottom, you see the 2-meter diameter loop. I also have a small one, but this is the bigger one. The description is on the QRZ.com page, over.
Okay, QSL. Well, I'll look forward to having a look at that later on. I daren't use the internet on the phone, or it will drop the connection on the live stream, I think. Anyway, thank you very much indeed, Wim, and enjoy your portable session there. It's just a shame. I come up here most days, and normally I would work at least 50 stations, and all in 17, and some really nice DX. And today, no disrespect, apart from Europe, it's been pretty poor in regards to activity. But let's hope we both get some real DX later on there, Wim, over.
Yeah, sounds good, Duncan. Sounds terrific. Thanks for the QSO and for the streaming. And I will look into it. Thanks very much, 73.
Thank you very much indeed, sir. Take care. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Duncan.
The CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. The CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ.
Golf 0 kilowatt, America radio.
Okay, was that Golf 0 Kilo Alpha radio, over?
Roger on that, Golf 0 kilowatt,
Yes, QSL Colin, thank you very much indeed for calling in. I see your location there on QRZ. And you're a good 5 and 7 at the moment, 57. Maybe the band is starting to pick up because it's been very, very poor and couldn't hear anyone. And now the G stations are starting to come on, so let's hope that the activity is about to increase. 5 and 7 at the moment. Name here is Duncan and located about 20 miles north of Aberdeen, over.
Can you come back with your name, please? Your name, over?
Yes, the name is Duncan. The name is Duncan, over.
Say it again because of the QRM, okay?
Okay, the name is Duncan. Duncan calling, over.
No, I still didn't get it, sorry. You have to spell it out, over?
Okay, no problem. The name is Duncan. Delta, Delta, Uniform, Uniform, November, November, Charlie, Charlie, Alpha, Alpha, November, November, over.
Yeah, got it that time. Okay, yeah, you're about a 5 and 7, 5 and 8. Not a QRM, because I'm on the south coast. I've got a lot of the continent leading over. Weather down here, cloudy, but still quite warm. Over?
Yeah, QSL, very good indeed, Colin. Well, it's actually, let's see, it's 9 degrees at the moment, looking at the car temperature. It's a little bit breezy, but the sun is shining. It's in my eyes. The location where I park most days, the sun, because of the way the sun is, moving across to the west, always hits my face most of the session. So I should really have my sunglasses on. But I'm doing a live stream at the moment, Colin, on YouTube, and I might look a bit silly. I might look like something out of the 60s films. Anyway, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile to Golf 0 Kilo Alpha Radio, over.
They're all taken. I'm losing you a little bit. So I thought I'd cut this one short in case you disappear completely. I'll put you in the log, and when I hear you on the when you're back on the normal frequency, is that your normal call sign, over?
Yes, QSL, that's a normal call sign. I'm always mobile, and details are correct on QRZ.com, over.
Okay, catch you on that. 73, take care. Good year. Bye. Cheers.
Thank you very much indeed, sir. Take care. Stay safe. Bye-bye, Colin.
Hey, mate. Bye.
QLZCQ, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. The CQ, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. The CQ, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. The CQ, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. The CQ, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. The CQ, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. The CQ, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. The CQ, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. The CQ, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, and Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ.
CW. Okay, Joe. Well, thanks for the nice QSL, my friend. I don't know how old you, but in a place.
From Bravo, Ontario. Echo America 5, Hotel Julia Victor.
United Radio 5 at Quebec, United Radio 5 at Queen, go ahead.
United Radio 5, Echo Lima, Italy, 5911.
Thank you very much. Italy, sorry, United Radio 5, Echo Lima, Italy.
Thank you, good luck.
73, 1960 MLD.
India, Uniform 0, November. VSSLZ7CW. November Hotel Yankee.
Just to say, just a far away.
Is this frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? Third call, is the frequency in use? Nothing is heard. We're assuming the frequency is clear. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. The CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. The CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. The CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. The CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. The CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. The CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile, calling CQ. The CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, mobile. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. Echo 70 Mike Delta. Nice to hear you, sir. You're about a 5 and 5 at the moment. 5 and 5, Darko. Over.
Roger. Thank you for the 5 and 5. I wasn't on the frequency, so please, can you repeat me your call? Mike 5, I think. Roger?
Yes, QSL Darko. This is our second contact. My call sign, Mexico 5, America, Japan, Norway, Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile. You're 5 by 5, Darko. Over.
Yeah, Roger, QSL, Mike 5, Juliet, Mike 5, Alpha, Echo 70, Mike Delta, returning. Yes, we had it here, so a couple of days ago, I think. I don't have my computer locked with me now, so I forgot the name. I'm sorry. Congratulations, you are the most powerful station I hear on the 20, because the propagation are terrible in my QTH. You are 5 by 7, and almost the only station that I can hear on the world over. I'm having here 150 watts. Antenna is a Wingham FD4, and QTH is South Bosnia Herzegovina. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, Echo 70, Mike Delta.
Yes, QSL Darko. Thank you very much for the 5 and 7 report. And yes, my name here is Duncan. My name this side is Duncan. Delta United November Charlie Alpha November. And our last QSL was, I think, the 8th, if I can read the number, the 8th of December, 2020. That was our last contact there, Darko. So, love to hear you again, and do take care, stay safe. Over.
Yeah, Roger, Duncan. Thank you very much for the contact, Duncan. Enjoy your radio. Beautiful signal here in Bosnia Herzegovina from the radio, and very good audio. Thank you, Duncan, for another QSL. Hope to meet you again. Take care for yourself. Don't go for you and for your family in beautiful United Kingdom. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, Echo 70, Mike Delta. 70, Duncan. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much indeed, Darko. Take care, stay safe, and thank you for calling in. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Duncan. Thank you.
CQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile, calling CQ.
Uniform America, Hotel America.
Thank you very much. This is Radio United 1, Zulu Echo. Good evening. Uniform 5-9. Very, very good signal. Thank you very much. 73, bye-bye. Thank you. Radio United number 1,
Uniform America 3. 8.
Okay, Italy, Uniform 8, Honolulu, Radio America.
Italy United 8, but I missed something. Hotel Radio.
Hotel Radio Alpha, Hotel Romeo Alpha, okay?
Thank you very much for the repeated call. Italy United 8, Hotel Radio Alpha, 59.
Okay, 59, okay. 59, you Italy, okay?
Please, station Tango Alpha 5, please. The frequency used via 9K60 NLD. Frequency via 9 kilo.
Your sound here.
Yep.
CQ, CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile, calling CQ.
Italy.
On 5 now, just below 5 and 5. Over.
Самое временами только.
A little bit of QSB just below the 5. Yeah, I misunderstood you there, Colin, about the testing of your antenna, because you just dropped a little bit into the noise. So you take care, stay safe. 7-3, bye-bye. Golf 4 Uniform Golf Delta. Golf 4 Uniform Golf Delta. I think it's Ian. Lima Zulu 7 Charlie Whiskey. Yeah, 5 and 6, Ian. 56, over.
Modulation from 450 Delta.
Echo 70, Mike Delta, Echo 70.
Нахожусь в городе Ако. Анна, Костя, Ольга.
The test, it dropped right down into QSB, very weak, and I didn't understand that he wanted to test an antenna, but when he came up and then, I was actually saying 7-3 to him, and he says, can you just test? Yeah, so then I realised he wanted to test his vertical against another antenna, so I think he was quite happy with it, You take care anyway, I'll work a few more stations if you don't mind, Mark, if you're happy. And, yeah, I felt as though I could hear someone, in the background, very, very weak. I mean, there's always going to be someone on this frequency around the world, isn't there? But we're never going to hear them unless there's propagation. But I could just hear someone. You never know if someone in the UK is having a chat across town, because they do, don't they? You know it. They sit on 20 metres, 17 metres, and they think it's their right to use it like 2 metres when they could be talking on 2 metres. They may not have a 2-metre radio, but, they're stopping people like me and you getting out, because they're on the frequency just having a chat, maybe just down the road from each other, and on 100 watts with the antenna pointing right at me. I've heard them having a natter, They don't turn the power down to milliwatts or just 1 watt, so they keep it at under 100 watts. 7-3, stay safe, all the best, no problem. Ian, give us a call anytime. G4U, GD, Z7CW. 5 and 7 all the way through that over. Ian, 5 and 7 all the way through that over. 7-3, stay safe, bye-bye.
Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile, Victor.
Golf Mike 0, Victor, X-Ray, Alpha. Good afternoon, old man. Thanks for giving me a call. 5 and 9 plus. You must have a linear or a fabulous antenna. The name is Victor India Charlie, and I'm located southeast Bulgaria in the Yambo province. GM0VXA LZ7CW. Roger, 5 and 9 plus 5. Oh, nice to hear for the first time. Yeah. So you tell me what the antenna is. I'm running the ICOM 7610 and 1 kW from ACOM. The antenna is a 4-element monobander, 13.5 meters, 44 feet and 2 inches. I think it's about 14 or 15 pounds. Nice sunny day. And I've started building myself an 80-meter loop. Would you believe? Yep, GM0VXA LZ7CW. Yeah, Roger Paul. No, it'll be horizontal. This will be horizontal. Yeah, about 5 and 7 on that last over. To the QSP. Yeah, I'm going to have it horizontal as high as I can. It will be about 40 feet at the front. The last time I built one, you may have heard me mention it, I don't know. I think about 2 years ago. I've been looking to see if I'd saved the wire, you know. But I couldn't find it, so I've had to find. I've got a roll of wire, but I don't want to cut it up. You know. I've got loads of bits of wire all over the place. I found 4 20-meter lengths, and I've joined them together, just in case, you know, I only have it up for a week, so I don't want to take anything off a roll, my last roll, and that I purchased from the UK, of twin bell wire. Yep, 8/8. Good stuff it was. But I don't want to take any more off that roll. And just in case I saw the video yesterday.
United Victoria, very good signal, 59 plus 20 over, 20 over 9, over. Okay, Carl, thank you. You are the log, Delta Lima 8, United Victor, 59 plus 20, 73.
Italy Uniform 0, Juliet India.
Okay, Station Lima Zulu 3, Lima Zulu 3, go ahead, hold it. Lima Zulu, go ahead. Okay, Lima Zulu 2, Mike Victor Mike, good evening, sir, 5 and 9, over. 73, good luck, you are with special call, Alpha 6, 0 Kilo Whiskey Tango, you are with.
Italy Uniform 0, Juliet
Lima Radio November, London Romeo November, go ahead.